Good morning. Apparently I have a little froggy in my throat. That's okay. That's okay. I stayed up. I know. Me stayed up too late. Shocking. Some sunshine. Woo. Oh, thank you. Anyway, mom is upstairs at cardiac rehab, and I wasn't feeling it today, so I dropped her off, and then I went over to Seven Brew and got my coffee. So this morning I got a triple shot with oh, that was fun. I just ran into one of the ladies. She retired after last school year from my floor at the office there, and she's one of my kind of people. Yeah, so we got to BS for a couple seconds. She has an appointment inside, so she had to go, but it was good to see her. I'll have to tell Hi Ruben that I saw her and that she asked about him. But back to coffee, because coffee, oh, that smells good. All right, so triple shot with, I asked for macadamia nut and vanilla, and apparently the only macadamia nut they have is chocolate macadamia, so that's gonna be okay. It's not, that part's not sugar free. I got the vanilla sugar free, and then I brought caramel macchiato coffee house premier protein, so I'm gonna add this to the coffee. This one is really good. Yeah, that is tasty, tasty. All right, so get this in the sunshine, right? Get some. Oh. Y'all, it is for real Friday. It's the weekend. Well, almost the weekend. We got to get through today at work, which shouldn't be too bad. Should not be too bad. I mean, I've got lots and lots to do, but it makes the time go by faster. So whew. No, this isn't one of the ones she didn't give me she did give me a straw. I got a straw. I needed one of the tall ones. We've got shorter ones in here, but that's shorter than the cup. You hate when you lose your straw in your cup. All right, so I am going to go ahead and get this edited, try and get it uploaded, you know, at a decent time. But I think I've got a lot to add because I worked on my squares earlier this week, so you'll see me sitting outside enjoying the sunshine. And then all the way up until last night when I finished the last one. I finished the first two quite early in the week. Ooh, that is strong. Ooh, all right, let's try that again. That's pretty good, except it tastes a lot like coffee. All right. You guys, you know what? This is not where this part goes. Oh, I already did the closing part. So I'm just going to say, I'll see you in a minute. All right, let's pick the colors for this week's squares. All right, so we picked for the counterfeit deck the Sunnyside Pop Square, and that is on page 138 of the Granny Square source book, And Sunnyside Pop Square is a 112 stitch square crocheted by Therese Eghult from Sweden. And, special stitches. Ready? 5 double crochet popcorn stitch, 3 double crochet popcorn stitch, back post half double crochet, front post double crochet, and front post treble. I knew this was going to be something. And there's a pattern specific special stitch, which is a starting 3 double crochet popcorn stitch. So, woohoo! That's going to be fun. There are 9 rounds and only 6 colors. When I looked at it at first, I thought there were 7, but it does have the first color repeating on round 7. So we do get to reuse one of the colors. So let's go ahead and pick our colors randomly. So let's see, I think today, all right, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and then we are going to tell
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I was not talking to you, ma'am. I was going to ask my phone. All right. Put numbers 1 through 6 in random order.
Here's a random order of the numbers 1 through 6. 4, 1, 6, 2, 5, 3. There are actually 720 possible combinations.
Okay, so we've got red, blue, orange, yellow, purple, and green. All right, so that is the order for our counterfeit deck square Sunnyside Pop. And I'm actually going to go ahead and put them in one of my new bags. All right, so we'll put that one in here. And then we need to pick our other 2 squares. We've got Forget Me Not and Popcorn Center. All right, let's see here. Let's do all right, here is can y'all see that? I feel like it's not quite there. We go. Is that better? There we go. Okay, so let's do Popcorn Stitch Center, or Popcorn Center first. And this is 4 colors. So I have my eyes closed and I am not looking, and I am going to, like a claw machine, just all right, so we've got this blue, and then this orange. I've got to figure out a better way to do these. 2, purple, 3, and last one, red. Okay, so here are the colors for our first square. Obviously, I need to make a bigger purple ball. And actually, I'm going to put this one probably in my scrap bin and just make a new one. So that is the popcorn stitch. And Forget Me Not, we need also 4 colors. I am not going to go with any colors that are there like I did last week for the leaf. So let's do this square. All right, the square is going to be blue. I think that is varsity blue. All right, and then the first round of petals is, oh, well, mint green. So it's a green, right? It's a mint. And then actually, I did that. Well, since that's what I said, we are doing it. So, and yeah, so the leaves. All right, let's do the flower. Teal. And the center of the flower is this one. All right, so here are the colors for our forget-me-not. Send me forget-me-nots. Help me to remember. All right, guys. Now, I just need to make some squares. Y'all, it is another gorgeous day outside. So I just finished work, and now I gotta make some squares. I hope you guys are having a good week. Actually, when this posts, it'll probably be Friday, because these are Friday squares. Maybe, I don't know. I am not good at recording in advance. So I don't know what this will be, but when this will be, y'all, it's gorgeous out. It's funny because, you know, it is springtime in at the university, and lots of seniors out here taking cap and gown pictures. It's a beautiful day for it, so why not? A little windy, but that is the 6:30 bell. All right, let me remember this popcorn stitch. Yeah, okay. I always have to think which one. Popcorn is the one where you take it out of the last stitch, put it in the first stitch, put them all together. Am I right? I think I'm right. Alright, so what up? Is that right? That doesn't feel right. Hold on, I gotta go look at my notes. Don't you hate when you cut the yarn and you realize you can't count? It's pretty, but there's supposed to be 6, not 4. Much better, right? It almost looks like the Walmart. Oh no, they're yellow star on a blue thing. Never mind. They're so pretty, getting all ready to go on with their grown-up lives. I have finished all 3 squares. I have. So now it's time to show off our squares. It is Friday, card night at Joy's. And card night is our Granny Square card deck cards. I have 3 boxes of these. I have the counterfeit card deck from Temu, which has the patterns that they actually stole from the Granny Square source book, the ultimate Granny Square source book, 100 contemporary motifs to mix and match. So that is where I get the actual pattern for that card. And then the other 2 card decks that I am using are the Granny Square card deck by Claire Montgomery. That is, I call this one the OG, the 50 mix and match designs. And then the Granny Square Flowers card deck, also by Claire Montgomery. So what squares did we make this week? Well, from the counterfeit card deck, we being me, the royal we, Sunnyside Pop Square. And this is what it's supposed to look like. And this pattern is actually by, I should have marked it before I started this video because that would have made a lot more sense. It'd have been easy to find and it wouldn't have been so awkward, me just sitting here looking at the book while y'all are looking at me. But that's okay. It's right here on page 138. And the Sunnyside Pop Square is crocheted by Therese Eghult from Sweden, or Therese Eghult from Sweden. And it is an intermediate skill level. And I might have already said this before when I was picking the colors. So this is just for a reminder or for new information. One of the two. So this is what it looks like on the square. And this is what it looks like in person, made with my Premier Home Cotton yarns. I really like this one. It had some popcorn stitches in it and some clusters, but it was a little tedious, but it was really fun. I really like this one. It's pretty. And I will tell you, I did make a couple of errors on this one, but they're not, oh my god, I gotta tear it out and redo it errors. No. On one of the, I think the yellow row here, I did it on the wrong side. But it is just half doubles. I think the only thing that makes a difference is the the front post the front post doubles. This part is on the wrong side. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. And then I noticed as I was sewing the last round, or doing the last round, one of these, see, it's not that bad. I can't even figure out. Maybe I didn't mess up. See, I didn't. It's fine. It's fine. It's beautiful. Everything's fine. But yeah, I like this one. So that is the first one. That is our counterfeit card deck. Sunnyside Pop Square. Next, we're going to do, this one is from the original card deck. And I set the cards right here. So this one is the Popcorn Center. This was a fun, cute, basic one. Also has popcorn stitches here in the middle. Now, pretty sure the way this is going to air is when I was working on this the other night when I was sitting out on campus, and it was gorgeous. And I told y'all I can't count because I made the original center with 4 puffs. So 4 pops. Popcorns? Kernels. How about 4 kernels? So yeah, I made it with 4, cut it off, and then looked back at the pattern and went, well, that's not right. It has 6 popcorn stitches. So I just, since I already cut it, this will probably just go in the scrap bin. It'll be in the middle of a stuffy somewhere, in the middle of an amigurumi. Words. All right, so Popcorn Center. My Popcorn Center. I love how I am doing just the random colors, and when I pull them, I'm like, is that going to go together? I think so. I've been thinking, because I'm doing this deck and the flower deck and putting those all in one blanket, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to join all these. I think I want to do like a join as you go method, but what yarn do I want to use? Because I've got random colors in here, and I'm thinking I might want to do a bitty stripes. What do y'all think of that? Either like the rainbow mist or the newsprint. Maybe, because they're kind of not generic. Generic is not the right word. They're a word that means neutral. Neutral. That way I don't want, like yeah. Excuse me. Hold on. And y'all, this is week 14. So this is my 14th set of squares that I have made, which means I'm over quarter of the way there, right? Because yes. Hold on. Math. The math is mathing. Yes. Okay. 50 divided in half is 25. Divided in half is 12 and a half. So a week and a half ago, I was 25% of the way there. Whew, that kind of hurt. Whew. All right. And it's kind of warm. I was doing some stuff. I moved. So when I cleaned up the other day, I had hung up on this door over here my thing that I want to put my That's not good. Hi. Are you guys okay? I didn't mean to drop you. You good? You good? Okay. Anyway, so I moved it right here, right? So this is an over-the-door, like, shoe organizer. But I think I'm going to put all of my solid skeins of acrylic in there that I'm doing these with, because this, it's not the best way for picking my yarns. So I think I'm gonna, when I pick for next week, I might be using that, or I might do it one more time out of here just because they're in here, and then get organized with the other yarns. So pull them all out, because the tubs over here are where I have my skeins of yarn solid. So we'll see. Back to life, back to reality. I don't know. Okay, this is another one that brings out a song in me. So this is our flower card deck pick, and this is number 24, Forget Me Nots. So this is a 3D motif. So you make the square and then the flower and put the flower on the square. So Forget Me Not. Also made a mistake on this one. I think I was on the phone with Booger. So I was FaceTiming and making this, and it's supposed to have 5 leaves. It's got 5 petals, right? So I've got 5 petals, but somehow I have an extra leaf, and I don't care. That's how it goes. This is my blanket. I can make it however I want. But I had to have 6 popcorns. But that was the last part of this one, because I did the square first. And look, you can't even see that I sewed it on there, can you? Ho ho! I'm getting pretty good at this stuff. All right, so these are my squares for this week. Let's make a thumbnail. I'm telling you, this one is one of my favorites. Can I make a thumbnail? I don't know. Nope. Maybe put these two. Y'all. Wait, that looks like I'm giving the middle finger. I just noticed that. That was unacceptable. I'll get something out of that. All right, so now that I am done with this week's squares, that means it is time to pick next week's squares. So let's get the boxes out here. And we're going to go from our Granny Square card deck counterfeit booklet. Alrighty. And we are going to open the box take out the cards. Look how skinny that pile's getting. It's like less than 75% remain. All right, so I'm going to give these a nice shuffle. So we'll get them all mixed up. There is no way that I am cheating on these. I am definitely going full random on here. I'm glad the camera is pointing this way. I just realized I've still got laundry hanging up in here. I've got socks and other things just hanging out, nice and dry. All right, so these are the counterfeit cards. Give them a nice spread here. All right, and then this is the side that faces you guys. And then I close my eyes and I do a random voila la la, and I pick this card right. Ah, they're falling. I can feel them going. All right. Can you see it? Is it pretty? All right. What is this one? This, oh, that is pretty. Hello? I hear kitty. All right. This one is the Busty. Do you think that's really the name of it? I got to look it up in the book. Busty Bloom Square. It is number 18 in the box. But let's see here. See if I can find it in here in the Ultimate Granny Square source book. All right. It is, okay, it is the Busty Bloom Square. Makes me just want to sit up a little more. On page 112. All right. Busty Bloom Square by Red Agape. Okay, she's done a few of them that we have in here. And this one is, she's from Australia. And that is very, very pretty. It has 5 colors. We will pick those. Special stitches. Hey, guess what? We got popcorn stitches. And front post trebles. Oh boy, oh boy. That one might be one that I need to pick the colors on. Well, no, because that's my rainbow colors. So we'll just not show you that part because that's the pattern. That's the pattern. Okay, so since we picked number 18 out of the counterfeit deck, let's go into the OG, the original Granny Square card deck by Claire Montgomery. And let's go ahead and pick number 18, 16, 17, and number 18 is Circle to Square. Yay! That one looks so good and easy. I like that. All right. That is Circle to Square, number 18. And now let's go to the flower deck. The Granny Square Flowers card deck. Oh. Oh my God, all my windows are open and someone just tinked off a skunk. Hold on. Y'all, that was stinky. That was stinky. So I got the windows closed. Oh man, that was bad. That was very bad. Oof. Okay, where were we? We were picking out a flower. That, aw, flower from Biambi. That's what they thought I was talking about, but no. All right, let's find number 18 in this box here. All right. Here we go. Rose Campion. 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 This one has some double crochet clusters, a spiked double crochet. Okay. That is also very pretty. So it looks like next week we're going to have more pretty squares. I cannot wait. All right, y'all. I hope that you have had a great week this week. An amazing week. And that your weekend turns out to be even more amazing. I hope if you had something this week that wasn't quite right, that you were able to take a breath and plow through it and just tell it, I don't need that. I need happiness. I need joy in my life. That's me. No, seriously, y'all. I am here to bring the joy to your world. All right, here's next week's squares. I don't know why I do this. It's not like I make a thumbnail out of the cards, but that's next week. This was this week. I'm going to get a thumbnail out of this. Y'all. Nope, nope, nope. Oh. That'll work. That'll work. All right. Y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it so much. I love you guys. Oh, I thought I had a cat at my feet. They've been kind of lovey-dovey. You know what it is I'm back at the desk, and I haven't been at the desk for a little while, so they like to jump up here because they can get like all in my face. So, y'all, let's have an amazing weekend, shall we? Okay, so let's see. What was I saying? I said that I love you and that I appreciate you and that you're the best. You're the best. I love you guys so much. Have an amazing weekend. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. I don't know what the weather's going to be. I just know as I'm filming this on, sorry, cat hair. As I'm filming this on the day before Friday, tomorrow is supposed to be a pretty wicked weather day. So keep an eye on the skies and be safe, stay safe. Go out, have a great day, make it a great day, and find your joy. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Mwah! Bye.